Welcome back to the Third Brain Channel. Sit back, relax. Let's make the world a better place one video at a time.
I like that.
You know, I was just thinking before we got started.
Yeah.
I've been thinking a lot lately about how to make life, just feel less fragile. Like, how do we just build in more resilience
Yeah.
into our everyday lives?
I love that.
And I think this is where the whole concept of like buffers comes in, like building shock absorbers into your life so you can handle the bumps in the road a little bit better.
Yeah.
So, to kind of just dive into this a little bit,
Yeah.
what are these buffers?
Well, think of it as like, instead of just reacting to whatever life throws at you,
Okay.
you are proactively creating a safety net,
Yeah.
both internally and externally.
I like that. Okay, so let's unpack these buffers.
Yes, let's.
And I think it makes sense to start with the tangible ones,
Okay.
the external ones,
Yeah.
the things that provide a safety net.
Yeah.
First up is financial buffer.
Right.
And this goes way beyond just
Right.
having a rainy day fund, right?
Right.
This source material that we're looking at emphasizes
Yes.
having savings, investments, and multiple streams of income.
Yes, that's crucial in today's world.
Okay, how so?
Well, think about it. If you rely on one single source of income,
Okay.
that's like building a house on one pillar.
Hmm.
And if that pillar weakens, the whole structure is at risk.
Right.
But with multiple income streams, even if one takes a hit,
Right.
you've got others to support you.
Yeah.
It's about having options and peace of mind.
So how do people build multiple income streams?
Well, there's so many possibilities.
Yeah.
For someone who, let's say, enjoys the stability of a traditional job,
Right.
maybe they explore freelance work in their field on the side.
Okay.
Or perhaps they could dive into the online world,
Yeah.
creating an e-commerce store
Uh-huh.
or offering online courses based on their expertise.
Right. And those are just
Yeah.
like active income streams.
Exactly.
What about passive income?
Well, passive income is another whole
Right.
ballgame, right?
Yeah.
Things like investing in dividend stocks or rental properties could be an option.
So many options.
Right.
Okay. The world is your oyster.
Let's move on to the next one.
Okay.
Relationships.
Relationships are key.
And this is all about quality over quantity.
Yes, 100%.
Eh.
We're talking about strong, supportive connections
Okay.
with family, with friends, mentors, the people who truly have your back.
So how do we know if we have a strong relationship buffer?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I would say, you have a strong relationship buffer when you feel safe being vulnerable,
Okay.
when you can share your struggles, your triumphs without fear of judgment.
So it's like that feeling
Sure.
of you can truly be yourself
Exactly.
with these people.
They gotcha.
Yeah. I like that. Okay, let's talk about the next one.
Okay.
Health buffer.
Yes. This is all about proactive care.
Being proactive, exactly. It's about prioritizing both your physical and your mental well-being.
Okay, so what does that look like practically?
Well, we're talking about things like nourishing your body with good nutrition,
Okay.
getting enough sleep, managing stress effectively, and moving your body regularly.
Yeah.
It's like building a strong foundation
Yeah.
for your overall resilience.
What if someone is amazing at,
Yeah.
nutrition and exercise,
Okay.
but they're chronically sleep deprived?
Right.
How does that impact
That's a good question.
that overall resilience?
Think of it this way. Think of it like a car with a flat tire.
Okay.
You can still drive the car, but it's going to be a bumpy, inefficient ride.
Right.
And you risk causing further damage. Neglecting any aspect of your well-being, whether it's sleep, nutrition, or stress management,
Yeah.
will inevitably impact your overall resilience.
Yeah. Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
We've talked about those 3 external buffers. Now, let's dive into the internal ones.
Yes, let's go deeper.
The qualities that make you unshakable from the inside out.
Yes.
The first one is mental buffer.
Mental buffer.
What does it mean to have a strong mental buffer?
So it's about training your mind to be flexible and resilient,
Okay.
like a muscle.
Yeah.
It involves developing self-awareness, learning to manage your emotions effectively,
Right.
and cultivating a growth mindset.
Okay.
It's not about being happy all the time, but it's about not letting setbacks define you.
So it's more about how you respond to challenges.
Exactly. It's the bounce back factor.
Okay, so do you think
Yeah.
some people are just naturally more resilient than others?
Mhm.
Or can this be learned?
Well, while I do think some individuals
Right.
might have a predisposition towards certain traits,
Yeah.
I firmly believe that mental resilience is a skill that
Yeah.
can be cultivated.
Okay.
It takes effort, it takes practice, but by becoming aware of your thought patterns,
Okay.
by challenging negative self-talk,
All right.
and intentionally choosing more empowering perspectives,
Yeah,
you can absolutely strengthen your mental buffer.
I love that. Okay, so last but not least,
Yes.
we have the spiritual buffer.
The spiritual buffer, yes.
And this isn't necessarily
Right.
tied to religion, is it?
No, not at all. It's about tapping into something bigger than yourself.
All right.
Finding a sense of purpose and meaning in life.
So what does that actually look like?
Well, it can manifest in many ways.
Okay.
It could be through meditation, spending time in nature, engaging in creative pursuits, connecting deeply with loved ones,
Yeah.
or even finding profound meaning in your work. It's
Um,
about cultivating a sense of inner peace and connection.
So if someone is not religious,
Yeah.
how do they explore this spiritual buffer?
That's a good question. I think starting by asking yourself some introspective questions.
Okay.
What truly matters to you? What gives your life meaning?
What experiences leave you feeling grounded and connected?
Yeah.
Perhaps it's journaling, practicing gratitude, spending time in nature, or even volunteering for a cause you believe in.
Yeah.
The key is to experiment and find what resonates with you.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, so we've explored all these different buffers, right?
Yes.
Financial, relationship, health, mental, and spiritual.
Beautiful.
But the real magic
Yeah.
seems to happen when they all work together.
Exactly.
Right.
They create a synergistic effect.
Can you give me an example
Yeah.
of how these internal and external buffers reinforce each other?
Absolutely.
So,
Let's imagine someone facing a sudden job loss.
okay.
Okay, someone with weak buffers
Uh-huh.
might spiral into panic.
Right.
They might deplete their savings impulsively, isolate themselves from loved ones, neglect their health.
Yeah.
And this just further exacerbates the situation.
Right.
But someone with strong buffers, they might see this as a challenge to overcome.
Yeah. Their financial buffer buys them time to strategize.
Okay.
They lean on their supportive relationships for emotional support and practical advice.
Yeah.
Their mental buffer helps them stay focused and optimistic,
Uh-huh.
and they continue prioritizing their health to maintain energy and clarity.
Right.
And their spiritual buffer, it reminds them of their inherent worth and purpose
Wow.
beyond their job title, empowering them to move forward with resilience and intention.
That's a powerful example.
Right.
So as we wrap up,
Yeah.
I have a question for you listening.
Okay.
Think about your own life. Which buffer do you feel strongest in right now?
Right.
And which one could use some attention?
Great questions.
Remember, building these buffers is an ongoing process.
Absolutely. It's a journey.
Start small.
Yeah.
Make consistent efforts
Right.
and celebrate your progress along the way.
And don't feel like you need to tackle everything at once.
Right.
Choose one area that resonates with you.
Yeah.
And start taking small steps. Remember, even seemingly insignificant actions, when done consistently, can create profound shifts over time.
Love that. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive
My pleasure.
into building your life's buffers. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep making the world a better place.
Beautiful.
See you later.
See you later.